Good evening and welcome to Justeventonline News at 9. I'm Afenifere Ismail. To news headlines. No plan to move federal government capital to Lagos, Presidency said. Kwara Agric Commissioner Toyosi visits Eruda vegetable farmers, pledges support. Abuja-based legal practitioner Barrister Ayala celebrates International Day of Education, sponsors 79 pupils in Ilorin. Minister urged to adopt technology to tackle healthcare challenges. Federal government projects 19.4 trillion revenue in 2024. Afenifere demands state police scraps Adebanjo's leadership title. IPMAN seeks tax relief. Wike mobilises traditional leaders to strengthen fight against insecurity in FCT. Military remains neutral and professional, says DHQ. And on sports, NPFL chairman calls for proper documentation of players. Now the news in details. The presidency has said President Bola Tinubu's government has no plan to move the nation's capital to Lagos. Special advisor to the president on information and strategy, Bayo Nanuga, who gave the clarification yesterday, explained that the recent controversy that has been sparked by moves by the Central Bank of Nigeria and Federal Port Authority of Nigeria to relocate the department from Abuja to Lagos had misrepresented the situation. Onanuga said the movement of the fund to Lagos had nothing to do with the moving of federal capital territory, adding that the conspiracy was fought by dishonest ethnic and regional champions. In a bid to boost agricultural productivity and connect directly with farming communities, the Kwara State Commissioner for Agriculture, Honorable Toyosi has embarked on a working visit to farmers across the state. Toyosi visited Eruda community within Ilorin Metropolis, where she addressed a group of dedicated vegetable farmers. Our visit was met with enthusiasm by the farmers who voiced their concerns and sought support from the state government. Responding to their concerns, Toyosi assured them of maximum support from Kwara State government under the leadership of Governor Abdulrahman Abdulrazak. She outlined various initiatives the government is undertaking to include provision of improved seedlings and fertilizers, facilitating access to finance, and constructing boreholes to address the issue of water scarcity.
Well, I have been going around the state, around each local government area, visiting the farmers on their farmland, but mostly for crop production. But I've also realized during my visit that we actually have a lot of vegetable farmers, and I was informed about this location. So I've come here to see what they're doing, and I must say that I'm quite impressed by the quality of vegetable that they have here. As you can see, they are very green and they look very healthy. So I like what they're doing here, so much so that I've discussed with the farmers to see how we can bring other vegetable farmers here to learn. I think there's been a lot of improvement and a lot of interest in vegetable farming, across Kwara in general. So I think there's something going on with vegetable farming here, and the state government will look into supporting our vegetable farmers more, not just even with the farming, but also with the storage, because we know that it's highly perishable, and a lot of them transport it to Lagos or other bigger cities to sell. So I have discussed with them today about about partnering with Inspray. That's a federal agency that we have here in Kwara. So they're going to come here and possibly adopt this location to showcase, some of the products that they have for storage of perishable products like vegetables.
The commissioner further emphasized the importance of forming cooperatives and utilizing farmers' association in addressing the issues. While speaking with Justeventonline TV, the leader of Eruda vegetable farmers, Alhaji Abdullahi Sanji, said the commissioner's visit portray its testament to government's dedication to revitalizing the agricultural sector and empowering rural communities. He therefore appreciated Honorable Razak Jida for the love and support bestowed to community members, especially the succor he brought to the farmers. In commemoration of the International Day of Education 2024, Barrister Ayla Begonlanre Abdul Kadri, an Abuja-based legal practitioner, founder of the Initiative on Education for Global Growth and chairman of the Kwara Para-Athletics Association, demonstrated his commitment to education by covering the school fees for 79 pupils in Ilorin. That gesture came weeks after he donated sporting equipment to students at the Kwara State School for special needs. The recent act of benevolence aimed to provide relief to indigent students and underscore the importance of education. Represented by Mr. Aziz Muritala, Barrister Ayla Begon conveyed the significance of supporting the less privileged, emphasizing the desire to make them feel valued and highlight the importance of education in their lives. The payment of school fees took place at Shalagberu Primary School in Ilorin. Parents of the sponsored pupils appreciated the generosity as they acknowledged the positive impact of such initiatives on the education and prospects of the children. The Minister of Communications and Digital Economy, Bosun Tijani, has advocated the adoption of technology to address healthcare challenges in Africa. Tijani made the disclosure during an event co-hosted by Gavi and Zipline at the just concluded World Economic Forum in Switzerland. The minister noted that there is an urgent need to empower government to harness available technologies and increase investment in connecting and empowering people with access to information. The federal government has set a tax revenue target of 19.4 trillion naira for 2024. This is as the Federal Inland Revenue Service collected a record 12.37 trillion naira tax revenue for the Federation in 2023, surpassing the year's target of 10.7 trillion naira. According to the chairman of FIRS, Dr. Zach Adudeji, the new target is achievable because of an effective tax collection system and a visible economic environment for business to prosper. The Pan-Yoruba Socio-Political Organization, Afenifere, on Wednesday annulled the office of the acting leader of the group, occupied by Adebanjo. The organization reiterated its call for the formation of police amid the rising insecurity in the land. Afenifere, which appointed Adebanjo as the acting leader of the group in 2022, said the position had been abrogated and formed another group. Afenifere Elders Caucus, with Adebanjo a member and Fashionati as leader. All entities have appealed to the federal government to grant them tax relief to ameliorate the suffering due to the harsh economic conditions. The marketers, or the offices of the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria, said their investments in the oil sector no longer yield any profit, especially after President Bola Tinubu removed the subsidy. The Federal Capital Territory Minister, Nyesom Wike, has enlisted the support of traditional leaders to strengthen the fight against insecurity in the federal capital. Wike said this during a security meeting with the FCT Council of Chiefs and the chairman of the 6 area councils in Abuja on Wednesday, that the support was critical to winning the war against criminal elements. He called for a strong synergy between the government and traditional leaders to win the war against insecurity. The defense headquarters said the military would continue to remain neutral but professional in its operations to address the security challenges in Mangu and other areas of Plateau State. The military high command said this in a statement by the Director of Defense Information, Brigadier General Tukur Gusau, on Thursday, added that the troops would continue to carry out their duties professionally and by the rules of engagement. The last on the news is sport. The chairman, Nigerian Premier Football League Youth League Committee, Emeka Njama, has called on the clubs to ensure proper documentation of their players ahead of the screening scheduled for January 31. Njama, who stated this on Thursday in Lagos, said proper documentation was required to avoid players being disqualified due to the negligence of the clubs. We've come to the end of the news at 9. Here is the recap of that story. We plan to move federal capital to Lagos, Presidency clarifies. Kwara Agric Commissioner Toyosi visits Eruda vegetable farmers, pledges support. Abuja-based legal practitioner Barrister Ayela Begonlanre celebrates International Day of Education, sponsors 79 copies in e-learning. Minister urged to adopt technology to tackle healthcare challenges. Federal government projects 19.4 trillion naira revenue in 2024. Afenifere demands state police slabs Adebanjo's leadership title. IPMAN seeks tax relief. Wike mobilises traditional leaders to strengthen fight against insecurity in FCT. Military remains neutral and professional, says DHQ, and on sport. NPFL chairman calls for proper documentation of cases. Thank you for watching Justeventonline News. As long as they are well intentioned, mistakes are not a matter of shame, but for learning. For more news, visit www.justeventonline.com and to read more updates. Follow us on our social media platforms with a tab at Justeventonline. You can also send us an email on justeventonline@gmail.com. My name is Mahil. Good night.